But really, I don't know how this video is gonna turn out. I'm just like, let me do it. It's not like I have one mother-in-law somewhere or something. What do you think? But really, like, I just feel it's particular about this present generation. I've encountered this thing when I was in secondary school, even in the university. Like people just talk about it. My mother-in-law should just die. My mother-in-law should not die, but we should be on good terms. We should be cool. You get? We have a role model. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time. Like, oh my god, I was thinking, how will I face the camera and talk again? Like, I've not been consistent. Responsibilities, many things. So it's not like this thing is intentional because the people has been like, because I've not been getting videos and everything. So like, I've been up. Oh my Jesus. So mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, this thing has been coming to my mind for a very long time, and I'm like, I'm gonna address it, and the day has finally come. Like, for real, Jesus, I'm serious now. Like, for real, this thing has really been coming to my mind back to back. And it's basically because when I was in secondary school, I've had this discussion. When I was in university, I've had this discussion. So this is me thinking that this is the decade when myself and my fellow mates be getting married. Myself on the side, though, my year is still long. I'm not even ready. Don't even think about that. Don't even thinking I'm thinking. Don't even think. Let me not start thinking you're thinking. Maybe you're thinking I'm speaking for myself here, but really it's not it. Like I'm facing this. See, I just believe that someone might be watching this and she's having issues with her mother-in-law. Yeah, something like that. But really, this issue is alarming because I feel some people don't just spill things out. They talk based on things they've seen. They talk based on the realities that surround them. They talk based on things they feel might still repeat itself because they've seen it happen like from time to time and all that. So the basic truth now is that when I was in secondary school, that day I was just by my desk. I guess my head was on my desk safe. I wasn't talking to anybody when they just brought up this talk of my mother-in-law should just die before I get married and everything. And I was like, no one you're looking at. I'm like, okay. But really, I felt like some of these people saying this, probably they've seen their mother in that shoe. Probably their mother never enjoyed her mother-in-law. Probably she was, treated in a way, or she was treated in ways, and they don't want to find themselves on the same shoe. So they're just praying that their mother-in-law should die. So I was not even interested in the whole talk because in my mind I'm like, I bet my own mother-in-law should not die, or if she's a good person. Because even if she's not good, no matter what. So when they eventually invited me into the talk, I gave them two things. And I told them that it's a point to ponder. Go and ponder all this. You need to think well. Because of the truth, I believe that some things with your common sense, a sane person can handle it. Really, some things are commonsensical. Okay? I told them, I said, you're a female. You will give birth to male children. Okay? For me now, we are girls in my house, no male child. So, and I was telling them, I said, okay, you're a female. If God wants, if God permits, you give birth to male children. Do you pray that your children's wife should pray that you should die before they get married because they don't want to see your face? Number one. Then I said number two. Some of you have male siblings. Your brother. Should your brother's wife pray that your mom should die before he's ready, before they are married? You can imagine. So I was telling them, I said, before you pray these things, put yourself into the same shoes. If you want your mother to be alive, to witness your brother's wedding and to be there for them when they need her and all that, don't pray this prayer. So one of them was actually catching what I'm saying, but there was one that was actually particular about this time. Was like, she should just die. I don't even want mother-in-law wahala. I was in my head. I did not ask her for that, but I felt like maybe her mother has been in that shoe, and the mother went through a lot with her mother-in-law and all that. So that was I tried to orientate them with my little knowledge then. So this thing happened again. I guess I was in 200 level when my friends came up with this thing. And I was like, don't pray that your mother-in-law should die. You have brothers. Their wife should not pray that your own mommy should die. And you will also give birth to male children. Your children's wife should not pray that you should die before their wedding. But I came to realize that this thing is basically your mentality. The things you've heard, that mother-in-laws can be so bad. In fact, there was a time that somebody was like, all mothers-in-law, all Jesus grammar, all mother-in-law, they are the same. And I was not of that opinion. In fact, I was like, don't even talk about it, that some are so nice to stupor and some are wicked to the extreme. That's how it is. So we have our basic differences and all that. But what I'm bringing out of this is that even if somebody is wicked, no matter how wicked a person is, there's a way to handle the person. So I think I actually told someone this thing at a time, and I was like, it's not by bringing it to my YouTube channel, because there might be someone who is going through this thing, and they are very true. They are realities. There are things that happen around us, and I'm like, okay, let's talk about it. So I'll be sharing my mom's story with you, so that at least you can have something to hold on to, because oh my god, when just like I said, in the blog part of the video, that we have a role model. Yes, we do. My mom, my mom and her mother-in-law, they are so cool. That's my grandmother, my paternal grandmother. That's my father's mother. They are so cool. Like, if you see them, you will love it. When they talk, when they gist, they do things together. Okay. So my mom said when she got married, definitely she would have seen her mother-in-law before she got married. That there were times she would come around, her mother-in-law would come around, and she'd just come and say hello to them and all that. My mom was like, the way she corrects her, the way she talks to her, that she doesn't like it. And she told her husband, she told my dad. She said my dad was like, my dear, you don't know this woman. If you know her, you will really love her. This is how she talks. Just try to, understand that kind of person. My mom said that was her. She said that was her. She was like, she doesn't come often, but she comes once in a while. And she might come today, leave the same day, or come today and leave the next day. That she's a very nice person and all that. But when she was correcting her at some point, I really can't place what she was actually correcting my mom of and all that. It's a new home. She's not familiar to what marriage is really about. We grow in marriage, you understand. My mom was like, before she knew it, that they got along. That she was like, really? Oh no, I fell in love with this woman. Like, she's amazing. What am I bringing out? Presently, my mom and her mother-in-law, the way they roll, she does not even roll with some of her daughters that way. I'm for real right now. See, there was a time she fell sick, and her children, because of the lockdown, it was during that corona break, when the corona break was still serious and all that. My mom found her way to their place. She was like, my mother-in-law is not feeling fine. She slept there for days. She did the cooking, the washing, and our grandmother, my partner. See, you know what? I'll be using the word interchangeably. Once I'm saying my mom's mother-in-law, or when I say my paternal grandmother, I'm still talking of the same person. So my grandmother is always saying that anytime my mom is around, she cover her for everything, that she's always relaxing, she's not doing anything, because my mom will just standing to do anything. But this is me thinking, okay, can I watch my mother-in-law's clothes? And of the truth, there's nothing but about that. But some of us, I know we can't even do that. To say, did I help her use that clothes? Did I do this? Did I do that? This is our generation, you understand? But then I feel like the generation coming before us, in a way, they understand some things, and they know how to get these women. They know how to pull them close. There's still some people who have challenges with their mother-in-law, like before us. Like, I mean, our parent generation, do you understand? Who still have issues with their mother-in-law. Okay, let me just say that the problem also comes from the husband sometimes. You are getting married to this woman, you're legally married to her. She comes first before your grandmother. Because I'm still coming to this part of mother-in-law. What am I saying again? Okay, I was going to say that the problem comes from the husband most of the time. Because, once you're legally married to this woman, to this lady, she's your wife. She comes before your mother. Okay, before you met her, before you got engaged and everything, your mom can come first. I should slip of tongue. Your mom can come first, but now that you are married to her, she should come before your mother. At least you love her. So that's very, very important. So I feel the lapses is with some of the men, they don't even present their wives well to the mother-in-law, so she also treat them anyhow and everything. Then I don't think it's not a good idea when your mother comes to stay in your marital home. Excuse me? Oh no. It is a no. If she comes to pay a visit, it's not bad, but when she comes to stay, some before you know it, she begins to make decisions for you, she begins to dictate for you, and if care is not taken, your wife will be offended like from time to time. Do you understand? But this is just the basic truth. I love the way my mother-in-law I don't have any mother-in-law anywhere. I love the way my mom and her mother-in-law rolls. It's so amazing. See, there are times that she wants to tell my dad something. She doesn't mind calling my mom to tell my mom to tell him. Like, there's a level of trust because, there are some things that there might even be family issues. And on a normal ground, she should tell my dad, which is her son. But she doesn't mind calling my mom because of the way she treats her. She doesn't in any way see her as a son's wife. She treats my mom like her daughter. When you see these people talk, see, in a year now, like for the past 1 year, it's like my dad has not seen his mom, and I can't count times my mom have gone to see her like this year. Like that, it's really cool. But you see some people somewhere praying that their mother-in-law should die. See, I just feel like there's a way to work things out. And very quick, I'll just give you like 3 tips with my own little knowledge. I beg, I'm not married and I have no idea how this thing is. But just like I said, some things are commonsensical. Like a sane person can just think that, okay, let me just try out these things. First of all, when you see that your mother-in-law is acting funny, I think the first step to take is that you have to understand that kind of person. That is very, very important. See, understanding is a very important thing. It matters a lot. So try to study her, then understand a kind of person. It is very, very important. You can even ask your spouse to be or whatever, and just ask him, okay, so what more can you tell me about mommy? There's something she doesn't like and everything. And also create boundaries. Like, when you move so close or too close, sometimes like that is when issues begin to spring up and everything. Be close to her, love her, because once you love her son, then definitely you are marrying the whole family. That is just how it is. So understand that kind of person. Then number 2, try to win her heart. I will actually try to explain this. Okay, now you might decide to get a gift for your mother-in-law, and she's this person that maybe thinks out of the box, and she just throw the gift back at you and say, what nonsense is that? Did I tell you I need something? Did I tell you I'm not well taken care of and everything? That's one kind of person. You might give it to another person, like another mother-in-law, I'm talking about different kind of mother-in-law now, and she would appreciate it and value it till eternity. That wow, so my own daughter-in-law can get me this, she would love it and all that. And another person, she will collect it, and after you leave, she will burn it, she will set it ablaze, and what also set it, put matches, the thing go burn, pam pam pam. So this thing is very funny, but seriously, it's the truth. There are things that happen around us, and that is just it. So the first thing you have to take note of is you are trying to understand her. Is that what will she appreciate? What does she appreciate? Some people, compliment is all they want. Even if she's not looking for you, tell her, oh mommy, you're looking so good. Oh sure, call me. No, you're Yoruba now, and all that. And some people, their own problem is they have all this tribal discrimination. Maybe as a Yoruba woman, she doesn't want an Igbo daughter-in-law and everything. So like these things leave her. So try to win her heart. Take your time to study and see the things she wants, the things she appreciates, then give them to her. If it's just complimenting, if it's gifts, it might not come so often, but once in a while, or even phone call. There's some people, they just appreciate that, oh, she's even checking on me. They really appreciate that a lot. So just go the extra mile just to be cool with her. You understand? Like things like that. And the very last thing is, try to talk things out. Sincerely speaking, you might think, and I'm even thinking that this might really not be easy as well, but just try it out. Communication is everything. Try to talk things out. It is very, very important. See, sit her down and just tell her, pre-inform her that, okay, mommy, I want to come and see you. When you notice that she's giving you attitude, or there's a way she acts anytime you go and visit her, or even maybe it's the very first time you went with her son, you went to pay them a visit and she just slapped you with one look, bam, and you feel so bad. Try to talk things out. But you take your time. You don't just do things faster. You might even tell your spouse that, okay, mom was not happy. She was not. Is she fine? Is she going through something? Try and take those steps before just saying, okay, you want to initiate a talk with the mom, but like, okay, mommy, I don't understand. I just feel like anytime I'm around, I really don't get the vibe that I want and everything. Talk things out. Communication is everything. She might end up shouting at you and everything, so things will get better. But I feel like a much also lies with the guys, with the men. They have to present their wives well, their spouses well to their mother, so that she can be a good mother-in-law to her daughter-in-law, which I feel is very, very important. So I don't even know if this video makes sense, but seriously, I feel this is what some people are going through. But in a way, see, sometimes you have to even pray before you go. It's not like you just go and say something and you think it will make sense. It might not make sense, I'm telling you, because there are some mother-in-laws that they need serious deliverance. I mean, deliverance, like they just act anyhow. And some people in their family, that's how they are. When they are talking to you, they just shout. It's not like they're hungry. So that comes with understanding. So I said it, understand that kind of person, try to win her heart, try to understand what the things she loves, and give out those things. Like, try to make those things available to her, maybe phone call, checking up on her, buying her gifts and all of that. Then the last thing, try to talk things out. Communication is everything. Like, it is everything. She might try to tell you that it's not really what you are thinking, that maybe she's just that kind of person, that's how she looks, and you feel offensive with the look and everything like that. So it's very, very important. So you guys, a thumbs up for this video. Let me know what you feel in the comment box. If you feel there are some things we can do more to what I've said, you can just drop it in the comment box, and also share with others. And don't forget to subscribe if you're stopping by for the very first time. To my returning subscribers, you're the real G. Till next time, guys, take care of yourself. Bye. Before your grandmother, because I'm still coming to this part of mother-in-law. What am I saying again? Okay, I was going to say that the problem comes from the husband most of the time. This topic has just been coming to my head, and I'm like, huh, I'm gonna do it one day. We're gonna talk about it, and the day you finally come. Oh my god, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law.